Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here, the Wanderlust CEO. I have my good friend and client Beth here, and we're celebrating because Beth just graduated Cruise on Vacation. Are you excited?
So excited. Thank you. Thank you for having me here today to share too.
Yeah, for sure. It's quite a journey, right, over that 12-week period.
For sure. It flew by. And at the front end of it, I was so eager to like, give me more, give me more. And then at the back end of it, I'm thinking, okay,
Slow it down, slow it down.
here we are.
I
Yeah.
love that. Well, Beth, share with everybody a little bit if you would. Where was your business before taking Cruise on Vacation, and where is your business now?
Yeah, absolutely. So before Careers on Vacation, I had been a travel advisor under a different agency.
Mm,
And pre-COVID, I was rocking it, really doing great. When COVID hit, I made the intentional decision to pause, and it was more of a personal decision to just kind of rethink where I was in life.
yeah.
And coming out of COVID, about a year later, I had some clarity that what I really wanted was to get back into full time travel. Of course, it never went away because I still had clients I was servicing. But I thought instead of stepping back in under the agency I was with, my heart really had something different in mind. And that was to build a team and to mentor other advisors to do what I had been doing. So that's why I started Blue Crab Travel and stepped into Careers on Vacation.
I love that. And you were on our experience track. A lot of people think Careers on Vacation is just for newbies, but we have two learning tracks for the brand new aspiring and then for folks like you, Beth, that are like, I have a new vision or I'm graduating out of that hosting environment. How do I do this for myself? So kudos to you for leaning in. You do have a team now, which is so exciting.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
feel like? What do you feel like have been your biggest wins since taking the program?
So it's the team.
Yeah.
To be straightforward, it's being able to see the real people behind the vision and to have them on board and to hear their voices and to connect with them. That has been the biggest win. So I now have two agents who are actively booking. They have completed their training, and I have three more who have just started training. So it's very exciting to now see the business through their eyes and
Yeah,
to
and
be
to
able to
empower
link
them.
arms with them.
Yeah, and to empower them to like have this new lifestyle too. It's like a whole it's watching your journey unfold but kind of like reaching your hand back and bringing more people into the industry, which is always an exciting process to get that architecture in place and then to watch them go through that journey of becoming successful in the industry too. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
you know, we
Beautiful.
have a lot of mindset in terms of teaching you to think like a CEO, teaching you how to project manage, how to do things in a tangible way, being mindful and tactical, but also always keeping that mindset in a place where you're moving forward. How did the mindset work impact you in your life or business as you went through the program?
It was huge. It was absolutely huge. And I did not know that that was a component that would be so critical stepping into it. So when it was first presented early on, very early on in COV, I was just absorbing it all. And what I discovered is that the mindset work for me was pivotal in making decisions. So
Yes.
as an agency owner, shifting from the hosting model to being completely independent, there were a million little decisions to make.
Yes.
And I found myself questioning and almost paralyzed with all of these little decisions. And the mindset work gave me the confidence
Mm,
to trust myself, to just lean in and say, okay, I'm here for a reason. I've committed to doing this. I am equipped to do this. And so I was able to make the decisions. And now honestly, Cyndi, I look back and I don't even know what those little decisions were that were holding me up. At the time, they felt huge.
I know it's the ability to be decisive, right? To go,
Yes.
okay, this is the here's the roadmap, here's the path. make a decision. Like, and sometimes there are, but being able to, one, have the choices in front of you that we recommend, but two, having the confidence to go, I'm going this route with my agency, right? Like, I'm going to craft it in this path. And when you're a first time business owner, that can feel overwhelming, especially in this industry where there's so much complexity. So I get that from a mindset perspective. It's like a new tool in your toolbox. I know you're making way bigger decisions since then, because now you're over in our Wanderlust CEO program, even scaling your team even more, which is super exciting. But share with everybody, there's a lot of people out there who will research, and that's good. I encourage everyone to vet anything that you're thinking about. You want to make sure wherever you land, it feels good and in alignment with your goals. But you've been behind the curtain of Careers on Vacation. What would you say to that person who's on the fence about getting started with us, or what would you want them to know?
So I am definitely a researcher, and that was part of my decision, right? Is I needed to gather all of the information and let it percolate and
Mm,
then come up with my decision. For me, and for someone who's on the fence with careers on vacation, what I would say is if you are looking for an efficient path to your goals, careers on vacation is the way to go. If you're not necessarily concerned with efficiency and you want to kind of take your time and explore the world on your own and figure things out, that's an option. For me, though, I was ready. I was ready to put my goals into motion. And so I needed the efficient path
mm-hmm.
and the confidence to make the decisions. And then ultimately, I had to have faith in myself.
Yes.
So I would say, like, lean in, listen to yourself, and then make the decision
Yeah.
and dive in.
Always listen to your gut. And I think too, Beth, because you were an experienced agent, we didn't have to teach you how to be a travel agent. Like, you came to us with those skills already. But also an experienced agent knows the time that you'll save, right? Having that roadmap of here's how you do it, here's how you put that in place. It
Yes.
makes such, in terms of the time frame, right? Like, if you have 3 years to test and kind of your hobby level, and are fine on that roadmap, no problem at all, no judgment there either. But
Right.
if you want the most efficient way to kind of say just do this and get to the success a little faster, we find our experienced agents have less patience, and that's a good thing, right? Like, came from a model
Surprise.
where that owner was having success. Now I want that for myself. Lay it out for me, Cyndi. Let's figure out how to do that. I love that. I want to share a quick clip with everyone. Um, if you are ready to think about careers on vacation, definitely reach out to us at careersonvacation.com/ready now. This is a little sample of Wanderlust Campus. You get access to Wanderlust Campus. This is where all of your trainings happen. And the big thing about our program, guys, is you work with real people. That's probably the biggest and most important, because as Beth will attest to, being able to jump into a live class or work with our expert marketing team, our expert in mindset, our expert in branding, a variety of different ad platforms and things like that. It's a big piece. There's a lot of e-programs out there in the world, but as a lifelong educator and celebrating 30 years in the industry now, I know the difference of, like, let me hold your hand and take you through this process. But Beth, with that said, would you recommend Careers on Vacation? But why?
Wholeheartedly. And it's for the confidence, the efficiency, and also the community, which you just hit on there. I can't imagine a more supportive group in the same industry who, we're working towards the same goals, and everyone is truly there willing to give support, give advice, give, hey, here's what worked for me. Hey, here's what crashed for me. To have that sounding board is invaluable. So, yes, I would wholeheartedly recommend it. And I would say lean in, trust yourself, and then take that leap of faith and don't look back. Just know that you're in the right place at the right time.
I love that. You heard it here first, guys. And I will say that community element in an industry that normally is very tight-lipped and a lot of not sharing goes on and kind of, I'm going to keep all of the information in my little, that's not how we operate at COV, right? So Beth knows we do three things really well: curriculum, coaching, and community. And that community part is we all have a core philosophy and fundamental belief that we can all be abundant in these businesses. What's going to happen if we all support each other? And we, year over year, we see all these huge success stories growing and growing, and Beth being one of those as well. So it's so exciting to watch you grow, Beth, and thank you for sharing your story. We'll be watching how you progress. You're in Wanderlust CEO now, scaling your team even more. So you have big things that are going to be happening this year. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I really appreciate you and your team. Thank you, Cyndi.
You're so welcome. Thanks for being on the show today. And guys, we'll see you back next week. Bye, guys. Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out all of the other content on our channel. And if you want to follow along and travel with me around the world and see how I run my amazing travel brands and get some great tips on how to grow your own, make sure you check out that other content. I'm going to drop a couple videos here. Click those links. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.